I wanted to share with you about a client session I had yesterday, but to give you an angle to how I love to work when a client contacts me and they can see that there's a bigger picture to the initial reason they might get in touch with me. So let me elaborate. So about a week ago, a client emailed me and said, I've only just got the one thing that I want to talk to my cat about. I just wanted you to actually explain something to my cat, and there's nothing else that is worrying me. So could that just be, I guess, a quick consult? And for me, when I receive an inquiry, and the way that I work, so the way that I offer my consults are 60 minutes per session, and we meet on Zoom and we have a live interactive session together. So yes, I could turn around and say, because my client gave me a summary of what it is that she wanted me to tell her cat, and everything else seems to be hunky-dory. And yes, I celebrate that too, because often it's because of something that is causing our animal stress or causing harmony in the home that prompts us to make a consultation, a communication consultation. So it's nice to hear that things are going well. However, whenever I see that there's an opportunity, it's like, this is your animal companion's chance. They may have just that one thing that you may want to highlight, but look at it from their perspective. Booking a session with an animal communicator means your animal gets their opportunity to really say what they want to say. And it can be outside of the concern that you have, because it may be that one thing that prompted you to want to get your animals to have a conversation with me. But the way that I see it is your animal probably going, aha, this could mean I have this amount of time, quality time, where my person is really focused on me, and I have Joanne to really, represent me and my thoughts. So I have worked in the way that I've chosen to, which is I don't do short sessions. I find that with my 60 minutes that I offer, often it goes, beyond that, because once we start getting into what your animal wants to talk about, it really does give, like I say, such a rich conversation, such a rich dialogue. So I wanted to share with you how I would go about it. Say if somebody said to me, I've only got that one question, or I don't really have anything in particular that I'm concerned about. And you know me, I can come up with all sorts of topics and conversations to really open up the communication channels. But one of the things that I really love doing is getting an overall picture of how your animal companion is experiencing their life. And so I've adapted the wheel of life. You may have heard of the wheel of life, which is used a lot in the coaching industry to set goals and to have a review of what's going on with your life for humans. I've actually adapted one for animals. So let me share it with you on screen right now. And then you can see how full and rich a conversation with your animals can be, even if it never crossed your mind that you would want to be asking your animal this. So I'm using Ziggy as an example. And what I do is I go through the different categories or topics that represents their whole life. So we have food and drink, we have exercise, health and well-being, environment, fun and recreation, family and friends, personal time, and spirituality. And what I do as a way of gauging how the animal feels about each of these aspects of their life, I get them to give me a rating. So say 1 is low, of a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is kind of low satisfaction. There's a lot there that really needs to be looked into. And 10 is of a high level of satisfaction. So already what that does is it's like, wow, your animal really has the wish to share with you about each aspect of their life so that it's not just a, is everything all right? Yes, it is. Are you okay? No, I'm not. It just feels too general. So when I say to them, give me a scale of 1 to 10 for your food and drink, let's say I get a 4. Now, 4 to me, I might be going, okay, there's aspects there. And then I'll say to the animal, what do you want improving? What makes it that you gave it a 4? How can we get it up to a 5 or a 6? So it all becomes like conversation starters. And in fact, with the client that I had, what was really fascinating was the animal rated the level of satisfaction for friends and family as a 9, which is a really high score. So you might think, no, we don't need to talk about that because it's a high score. But actually, again, the animal is saying to me, it's really important that I want to convey how happy I am about my family and about my friends, that aspect of my life. So we don't just focus on the level where they, have given me a say of a lower level of satisfaction, but I go back to the animal and go, wow, thank you for the overall picture of how you view your life and how you're experiencing it. Which ones do you now want to really focus in and talk? So yeah, so this client had just almost like the one thing that she wanted me to tell her cat initially. And to be honest, I could have done that in 2 or 3 minutes. But what an opportunity. I felt like a cat was like, yes, I got my mum to book a session. Yeah, 60 minutes, we could have carried on. So I wanted to give you an insight to just the limitless possibilities when it comes to communicating with your animals. So I hope you enjoy that little bit of insight. All right, have a lovely day.